Good afternoon, everyone. So, this is Ekta Agrawal, Senior Mentor from PrepIS, and today we'll be taking up the topic of continental drift theory. So, let's begin. Okay, so before हम इसकी शुरुआत करें, पहले तो ये समझ लेते हैं कि कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट थ्योरी क्या है, ठीक है, एंड इसका जो बैकग्राउंड था वो क्या है, राइट. सो बिफोर इसको सबसे पहले तो आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि इसको किसने प्रपोज किया है, राइट. जस्ट एन इन्फॉर्मेशन जो प्रीलिम्स में आपके यूजफुल हो सकती है. फर्स्ट, इट वाज एल्फ्रेड वेगनर who gave the theory in 1912, right. This is the first information that you should know. Now, ये किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में दिया गया था? Now, before the Alfred Wegener's idea, it was assumed and ऐसा माना जाता था कि अर्थ का जो क्रस्ट है वो फिक्स्ड है, कोई मूवमेंट नहीं होता है उसमें, राइट. बट देन एल्फ्रेड वेगनर एंड उससे एक दूसरा आइडिया ये था कि जो कॉन्टिनेंट्स जहाँ हैं वो हमेशा से वहीं थे. ओके, देन एल्फ्रेड वेगनर ने इस आइडिया को चैलेंज किया. दैट आइडिया वाज नोन एज थ्योरी ऑफ परमानेंसी. ओके, एल्फ्रेड वेगनर ने इस आइडिया को चैलेंज किया एंड उन्होंने बोला कि अर्थ का क्रस्ट इट इज नॉट फिक्स्ड, इट हैज नॉट बीन फिक्स्ड एट ऑल टाइम्स. रादर जो कॉन्टिनेंट्स हैं they have been slowly moving. They have been slowly moving relative to each other. Okay? So आज जिस वो पोजीशन में हैं वो हमेशा से उस पोजीशन में नहीं थे. रादर वो पहले डिफरेंट पोजीशन में थे एंड आज जो वहाँ पर हैं वो ड्रिफ्ट करते हुए उस पोजीशन पे पहुँचे हैं. So that was the continental drift theory. So the main idea was relative movement of the continents over the oceans, right? In fact, इन्होंने बोला कि it was Sial that was floating over Sima. That was the idea. We have understood about Sial and Sima, right? Interior of the earth के conceptualization में हमने देखा था. वहीं पर उसी आइडिया को यूज करते हुए एल्फ्रेड वेगनर ने बोला कि it is Sialic floor, continental floors which is floating over the Sematic oceans. Okay. So this is the first idea. It is Alfred Wegener. Slowly drifting continents over the ocean floor. Okay. So, what did Alfred Wegener propose? ठीक है, ये तो एक ब्रॉड आइडिया था कि अर्थ का जो क्रस्ट है, मे बी द कॉन्टिनेंट्स, राइट, दे आर फ्लोटिंग ओवर द ओशंस. नाउ इनका जो आइडिया था, ये जो कॉन्टिनेंट्स की बात कर रहे हैं कि आज जिस पोजीशन पे वो हैं वो हमेशा से वहाँ पर नहीं थे, रादर वो वहाँ पर ड्रिफ्ट होकर पहुँचे हैं. ठीक है, तो उन्होंने क्या प्रपोज किया, उनका जो प्रपोजिशन था वो क्या था? हिज प्रपोजिशन वाज दैट कि million years ago, around 200 to 50 million years ago, what happened was कि there was a very big continent. Okay, that entire continent was called as Pangaea. So आज आप जो भी continents देख रहे हैं, this was at that time all a single landmass called Pangaea. Now with time, what happened that in the Cenozoic phase and in the Mesozoic phase, it started breaking. Okay. So around 135 million years ago, it broke down into two parts. First was Gondwana and the second was Laurasia. And these two land masses, they were separated by Tethys Sea. Okay, तो उन्होंने बोला कि बहुत पहले 250 मिलियन ईयर्स अगो एक सिंगल लैंड मास है, एक सिंगल कॉन्टिनेंट है जिसका नाम है पैंजिया. एंड देन पैंजिया अराउंड मिड मेसोजोइक वो ब्रेक होता है दो पार्ट्स में. फर्स्ट इज लॉरेशिया एंड द सेकेंड इज गोंडवाना लैंड. एंड जैसे जैसे ये प्रोसेस आगे चलता जाता है, व्हाट हैपेंड कि फर्दर ये आपके दूसरे पार्ट्स में ब्रेक होना शुरू होते हैं दैट वी नो टुडे. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नॉर्थ अमेरिका, यूरेशिया, साउथ अमेरिका, अफ्रीका, इंडिया, अंटार्कटिका, ऑस्ट्रेलियन, मेडागास्कर. सो ये जो डिविजन्स हैं ये आपके लॉरेशिया और गोंडवाना लैंड जैसे जैसे ड्रिफ्ट होने लगे अंडर द इन्फ्लुएंस ऑफ पोल प्लेइंग फोर्स, राइट, टाइडल फोर्स, इन दोनों फोर्सेस के इन्फ्लुएंस में they started drifting apart and in this process they broke down into the present day continents. Okay, and ये जो present day continents की लोकेशन है जो आज यहाँ पर है ये हमेशा वहाँ पर नहीं थे, उन्होंने ये पॉइंट पहले बोला, राइट. सो ऑल दीज प्लेसेस यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं, दिस इज साउथ अमेरिका. सो दिस यू कैन सी दिस इज साउथ अमेरिका. This you can see over here Africa. Now we can see अगर आप इसको this is equator. Okay, अगर आप देखेंगे तो you can see where it is located and see how this is located over here. But अगर आप इसका present day conceptualization देखेंगे so it is something like this, right? तो वो इस पोजिशन से शिफ्ट होकर यहाँ पर पहुँचा, राइट. सो ये क्या हुआ, ड्रिफ्ट हुआ, दैट वाज अ ग्रेजुअल मूवमेंट, अ ड्रिफ्ट. सो ये आपकी प्रेजेंट डे पोजीशन है, दिस इज योर प्रेजेंट डे पोजीशन. एंड दिस वाज आफ्टर द ब्रेक. सो दैट वाज द आइडिया ऑफ वेगनर. सिमिलरली इन्होंने बाकी कॉन्टिनेंट्स को दिखाया इन्होंने. ओके, for example India somewhere was located around here, then drift होते होते it reached over here. Okay, similarly you can think about Australia, right, it slowly drifted towards the present position. Now the question is कि it was a revolutionary theory, it actually challenged a major idea कि the continents are not permanent, right, जो अब तक बिलीव किया जाता था. So कोई भी नई थ्योरी प्रपोज अगर कोई करता है, राइट, so you need to give some evidence. Okay, so उस evidence में वेगनर ने क्या बताया. Now okay, so उनका जो बैकग्राउंड था वेगनर का, राइट, ही वॉज अ ट्रेन्ड एस्ट्रोनॉमर. सो उन्होंने अपनी स्टडीज फ्रॉम बोटेनी, जूलॉजी, ठीक है, ये सारी स्टडीज से उन्होंने अपने एविडेंस से प्रूव किया द आइडिया दैट ही गेव. उन्होंने इन सारी फील्ड्स का यूज़ किया अपने आइडिया को सपोर्ट करने के लिए. फर्स्ट वी कैन टॉक अबाउट द जिग्सॉ फिट. ओके, नाउ अगर हम इन दोनों को थोड़ा क्लोज करें तो इट सीम्स लाइक ये दोनों चीज़ें अटैच थी कभी, राइट. इट फिट्स ओवर हियर दिस पोर्शन. इट सीम्स लाइक ये दोनों चीज़ें अटैच्ड हो सकती थी, राइट. सो दैट वाज द जिग्सॉ फिट ऑफ द कॉन्टिनेंट्स. ये सेम चीज़ इन्होंने मेडागास्कर और इंडिया के साथ भी बताया. ओके, ओवर हियर. सो अगेन व्हाट ही सेड दैट इट सीम्स लाइक ये सारी चीज़ें, ये सारे कॉन्टिनेंट्स जो थी वो फिक्स थे एक पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम पे एंड स्लोली दे हैव ड्रिफ्टेड अपार्ट. सो दैट वाज द जिग्सॉ फिट एविडेंस. नाउ but this was criticized because this is not such a major evidence. Okay, ये coincidence भी हो सकता है. Okay, it can be a coincidence. It doesn't necessarily ensure कि ये सारे continents connected थे एक point of time पे and they have drifted apart. So there can be similar situations जहाँ drifting necessary नहीं है. So it was not a sufficient evidence. It seemed like okay, yes, this kind of thing supports the theory, but it was not sufficient. Then, the other evidence that Wegener fossil evidences. So what he observed that In Norway, Scotland, in Norway region, right, in the Svalbard, he could recover the fossils of this plant, Glossopetrus, right? But when he studied the properties, what he found that this was not adapted to the extreme harsh cold conditions of Svalbard, Norway, as it was present there. Actually, it was a plant that was adaptable to tropical conditions. But now it is present in conditions of cold and harsh climate. तो उनसे उनका डिडक्शन क्या था? From that he deduced that कि Norway, Svalbard, the location at which it is present today, it was not always there. Rather वो पहले कहीं tropical location में थे and slowly that has drifted to the present position. So जब वो अपने पुराने position पे था around the tropical regions, so Glossopetrus must have been there. Now after it stripped to its present position, that became fossilized. So that was another evidence. It seemed, yes, it is possible. We'll see how it was criticized later. But let's first discuss the third evidence. That was related to a species called Mesosaurus. Now, we can see fossil remains of the freshwater reptile Mesosaurus. Now, Mesosaurus is a small reptile which is adapted to shallow water conditions. Shallow water conditions में adapted है ये, ठीक है. पर जब इसके fossils की discovery की गई तब देखा गया कि इसके fossils इन दो locations में मिल रहे हैं, right, in these two locations, in Africa, southern Africa के around and southern America के around. Now, it is a reptile जो कि adapted है to shallow water conditions. So then it was thought कि how could it have swum across the big Atlantic Ocean? ये तो possible ही नहीं है, because ये reptile adapted है shallow water के लिए. तो ऐसा तो possible ही नहीं है कि इसने Atlantic Ocean cross किया होगा. Not possible. So then he made the deduction that these two continents must have been close, must have been attached at some point of time, right? When he was recommending that there was a Pangaea and further it broke down into Laurasian Gondwana land. तो जब ये दोनों continents close रहे होंगे, that is the reason कि हमें fossil remains Mesosaurus के इस दो distant locations पर मिलते हैं, जो कि present distance explain नहीं करता है. So what he deduced that कि ये continents पहले closely located थे, they were part of one big continent, and then slowly that drifted apart. But again this was criticized that it is possible कि दो similar kind of species different locations पर हो सकती हैं. It is not necessary that ये दोनों continents को attach ही रहे होंगे, right? To understand, to ensure that कि हमें दोनों जगह पे इसके fossils मिलते हैं. It is possible कि conditions same रही होंगी तो उस वजह से हमें fossils मिल गए. तो again this was rejected. Then I told you about the Glossopetrus, right? Southern continents show they were once joined, right? Again. So we saw कि कैसे jigsaw fit was one of the evidence that was given by Wegener. Second हमने देखा उन्होंने botany का अपना knowledge use किया, उन्होंने fossil evidences की बात की of the plants and of the animals, right? And then, but all of this was rejected simply. Why? Because that could have been a coincidence. And अगर conditions same होती हैं दो different locations पर भी, चाहे वो distant ही क्यों ना हो, so there's an expectation कि we can observe similar kind of species, right? Because it is not just one factor but multiple factors that affect distribution of species. So सिर्फ location या distance ही एक important factor नहीं था. That was the criticism. Then the other evidence was about the rock evidences. So what did he suggest that अगर हम देखें तो हम physical continuity देख सकते हैं. If we talk about the Appalachians, of the North America that shows a continuity, a physical continuity in terms of its composition, formation, processes. So in terms के basis पे देखा गया कि इनका composition, formation and processes, it's very similar. Appalachians of North America, it seems to be very similar to Caledonians of this Greenland and the Western Europe. So again, what he said that these two places might have been connected. Only then it is possible that in दो locations में हमें continuity मिल रही है, because in present times they are located far apart. But again, if you see that plate tectonics ने इस चीज़ को explain किया हुआ है, it is possible, right? कि अगर दो different locations हैं, distant locations हैं, but अगर similar conditions वहाँ पर हो रही है, let's say वहाँ पर subduction हो रहा है, and because of that, let's say folding हो रही है, compaction हो रहा है, okay? तो it is possible कि similar kind of mountain formations हो सकते हैं दो different locations पे. So again, it was not a necessary evidence, right? It was not a sufficient evidence. Then, that was not sufficient, so he gave another evidence. What was that? उन्होंने बोला कि अफ्रीका में in the region of Ghana, we can find placer deposits मिलते हैं. Placer deposits of gold. But इसका source rock यहाँ पर नहीं है. So how did he explain that? Placer deposits तो हैं gold के, but there is no source rock. Source rock is not there. तो source rock इन्होंने जब बताया कि the source rock is found in this region of Brazil. So that again worked in its favor, and simply ये चीज़ explain की उन्होंने कि that two land masses must have been connected. उसी की वजह से यहाँ जो आपकी source rock है, that must have been deposited by the rivers in the form of placer deposits. Okay, this was agreeable. But despite all these evidences, fossil evidences, right, the source rock evidence, the jigs of it, and again, the main criticism against the Alfred Wegener's theory was that the driving force. It seemed pretty convincing. In fact, plate tectonics बाद में इसी idea पर ही based होगा, right? The continents have not been fixed. And they have not been at the same location all these times, right? They have drifted apart, yes. So somehow this idea, yes, does proves that key continents drift हुए हैं. And some of these evidences, they also give a compelling idea, yes, there have been drifting, right? But the major criticism was not around these things. The major criticism of Alfred Wegener's theory was around the driving forces. जब उनसे पूछा गया कि ये drifting हो रही है continents की, ठीक है, agreeable. We have got some evidences. हमने देखा fossils के through, right? We saw the fossil evidence from Glossopetrus. हमने देखा Mesosaurus के बारे में हमने देखा. We saw the source rock region, right? And then we also find tillite deposits. What are these? जो glaciers होते हैं, उसके weathering से and because of the denudation processes, when that is deposited in the form of a sedimentary rock, so we found tillite deposits in places जहाँ पर इतने vast glaciers नहीं हैं, right? So then again it was made कि okay, these places must have been located little southernward, right? For example, if you're finding tillite deposits in this region, जो कि आज tropical areas में located हैं, okay, a vast extent of these tillite deposits. So what was said that these places in past must have been located closer to the Antarctic Circle or these polar areas. So these conditions must have facilitated कि यहाँ पर एक extensive tillite deposits आपको मिलते हैं इस region में, in the regions which presently have tropical climate, right? So, okay, most of these evidences were not wrong from the point of view that कि continents fixed नहीं है, rather they have been moving, they are moving today also, right? So that was agreed. But the major criticism came when he said that, when he was asked कि इसका basic driving force क्या है? Okay, we agree कि continents move कर रहे हैं, the continents, they have been drifting apart, right? But what is the driving force? So according to Wegener, he gave an idea of pole fleeing force. Now this points you need to remember. Second, he talked about the tidal force because of the gravitational effect of the sun and the moon. So second was the tidal force. Tidal force में उन्होंने बताया कि gravitational pull के कारण of the sun and the moon, there must have been tidal force, and because of this tidal force, continents, they are drifting apart. But it was rejected because this is a very inadequate force. This is not sufficient to move to drift the continents away, right? तो ये reject कर दिया गया. This force is not sufficient enough. Then he talked about a pole fleeing force. So what is pole fleeing force? So in pole fleeing force, he said that because of the rotation of the earth, right? Earth rotate करता है, and because of that rotation, at the equator, here, यहाँ पर centrifugal force लगता है. Okay? Towards the outputs, centrifugal force. And this centrifugal force is driving the continents, drifting the continents towards the equator. Drift towards the equator. So again, this was also found insufficient. In fact, इसकी insufficiency हमें यहाँ से पता चली जब इन्होंने बोला कि ये drift equatorward होगा, right? But it was not necessary. What we saw that, for example, in the case of Eurasian plate and the Indian plate, this plate is moving towards the Eurasian plate and this is moving towards it. So the directions that he said कि towards the equator movement होगा, that was not seen to be right. And later, these two forces, they became the major point of criticism, जिसकी वजह से इस theory को reject कर दिया गया. Right? But we need to understand, अगर आपको statement ये बोलता है that the basic idea, the essence of the theory, what is the essence of the theory? कि continents fixed locations नहीं हैं, rather they have been drifting and they are drifting. So that is the right idea. That was the essence of the theory. और इसे reject नहीं किया गया. So the essence was the theory, in fact, that there is no permanency, rather यहाँ पर drifting हो रही है. There's movement. Okay. Today that we understand कि lithospheric plates हैं, they are floating over asthenosphere. They are floating over asthenosphere, and in this process they are interacting. Okay, the plates are interacting with each other, and in this process different आपके physical effects, physical features like mountains etc. are formed. So ये जो basic essence था, that was not rejected. In fact, that became the precursor, that became the prelude for the development of plate tectonics theory. Right? So अगर आपसे ये कोई question होता है वहाँ पर prelims में कि the theory itself was rejected, या the theory was rejected because उसमें कुछ आपकी जो forces की बात की गई थी, that were not sufficient. Technically they were not correct. But the essence of the theory, okay, the innovative idea that the Wegener gave, that was taken up as a prelude for the development of plate tectonics theory. I'm telling you this because mains mein there can be a question. There can be a question like that कि critically examine the theory of continental drift given by Alfred Wegener. Okay. So in that theory, in that question, what you can do is you will be describing the theory, right? And you can tell that what evidences that he gave, okay? And then while criticizing the theory, you can tell about the insufficiency of the force, of the driving force that he gave. And actually that became the major point of its criticism. But then in the conclusion, you should always tell, because that was the essence of the theory, that became the prelude, that became the basis, right? That became the initiator for the development of plate tectonics and seafloor spreading theory, right? So this is about it. Now, we'll have a look at the questions just to ensure that we have a good understanding of the continental drift theory. Okay. So, the continental drift, it refers to the horizontal movements of continents relative to one another over a long period of geologic time. Is this statement correct or wrong? It is correct. It refers to the horizontal movements, and what you need to remember is over a long period of time, right? And please always remember कि जो ये movement हो रहा है, this is happening at the rate of centimeters, like 1 centimeter per year. So that shows कि it is very slow. It is not any rapid movement. ये बहुत slow movement हो रहा है. Okay, and over a long period of time. Then, the matching of the shorelines of Africa and South America is one of the pieces of evidence proposed in support of the theory. This is also correct. We saw the jigsaw fit. हमने बात की थी jigsaw fit की, right? That seems to be fitting. अगर हम इनको close कर देते हैं तो ऐसा लगता है कि दोनों fit हो जाएंगे. Right? There must have been a single landmass. Okay? So that statement is also correct. Now, gravity, yes, convection currents, primordial heat are the main forces causing the continental drift. So this statement is wrong. Now, this brings us to the idea of convection current. Okay, Arthur Holmes ने जब continental drift theory को reject कर दिया गया, okay, for the forces it gave, then Arthur Holmes gave the idea of, क्योंकि essence को reject नहीं किया गया था, right? We need to remember that continents, they are drifting, that was accepted. So then Arthur Holmes gave the idea of convection currents. So what are those convection currents? Okay, so Arthur Holmes ने इस drift को explain करने के लिए एक alternative explanation दिया through convection currents. Now, what are these convection currents? These are like large conveyor belts. Okay. For example, if we consider that this is a lithospheric plate, assume कर लो आप. Okay. I'm saying lithospheric plate because this is our present understanding. कि how the Earth's crust in the form of lithosphere, it is floating over asthenosphere. At that time ऐसे continents के format में देखा गया, right? कि this is continent and again this is oceans. Okay. So this is Sial, Sima. So इन्होंने बताया कि asthenosphere में we have studied, right? This is the magma chamber. So here some large conveyor belts of lava, they rise up, okay, because of the conditions of temperature and pressure inside the asthenosphere. What? They rise, the lighter ones, they rise up, right? And at some places, they come down. So these are large conveyor belts. So because of these conveyor belts, अगर यहाँ पर आपका conveyor belt, if this magma is moving upwards, right? So it will, and again वो spread हो रहा है, तो क्या होगा? अर्थ क्रस्ट जो उसके ऊपर है, उसके ऊपर एक प्रेशर पड़ेगा. ओके, अगर ये करंट्स आपके इस डायरेक्शन में मूव कर रहे हैं तो जो अर्थ का क्रस्ट है और द लिथोस्फेरिक प्लेट है वो भी इस तरीके से ब्रेक हो सकती है, राइट? या फिर वो क्या हो सकती है? ड्रिफ्ट अपार्ट हो सकती है. सो दैट वाज द एक्सप्लेनेशन दैट आर्थर होम्स गिव. एंड जहाँ पर नाउ ये तो आपके कुछ लोकेशंस हो गए जहाँ पर ये कन्वेक्शन करंट्स स्प्रेड आउट हो रही हैं. सो आपकी जो लिथोस्फेरिक प्लेट है दैट माइट आइदर ब्रेक डाउन, okay, or the two plates can move apart. Now these two plates would be moving apart here and here. An example we see in the mid-oceanic region. Okay, इसका एक एग्जाम्पल आप देख सकते हो मिड अटलांटिक ओशन में जहाँ पर MOR है, मिड ओशनिक रीजन, राइट, मिड ओशनिक रिज है वहाँ पर. सो व्हाट इज हैपनिंग देयर इज दैट कि द यूरेशिया and here is North America. So because of this mid-oceanic ridge, जहाँ पर आपकी spreading convection currents हैं, because of these two continents are spreading apart. So this is drifting in this direction and this is drifting in this direction. So that was the explanation given by Arthur Holmes. Okay, this is one thing. Now, what could also happen is that he said that कि जहाँ आपके convection currents सो इन दीज कंडीशंस क्या होंगे अगर दो कन्वेक्शन करंट्स इस तरीके से मूव कर रहे हैं. सो दीज टू प्लेट्स माइट कोलाइड, दे माइट एंड अप कोलाइडिंग विथ ईच अदर. उसमें ये पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकती है कि एक जो आपकी डेंसर प्लेट है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर हम कॉन्टिनेंटल प्लेट, ठीक है, कॉन्टिनेंटल क्रस्ट और ओशनिक क्रस्ट की अगर बात करें तो डेंसर क्या होता है, वी हैव स्टडीड दिस ओशनिक क्रस्ट, राइट. तो इन दैट सिचुएशन ये पॉसिबल है कि ओशनिक क्रस्ट डेंस होने की वजह से इट कैन सिंक. ओके, और आपकी ओशनिक क्रस्ट यहाँ पर सिंक हो जाती है. दैट इज ऑल्सो अ पॉसिबल मूवमेंट. हम ये पहले आगे आगे पढ़ेंगे कि हाउ दिस कैन लीड टू फॉर्मेशन ऑफ फीचर्स, फिजिकल फीचर्स लाइक माउंटेन्स. फॉर एग्जाम्पल इन द एंडस, राइट, यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, दिस इज साउथ अमेरिकन प्लेट and here this Nazca plate, Pacific plate, this is moving inside it. So because of that here, so yes, there can be other possibility जहाँ पर ये convection currents actually converge हो रहे हैं. So in that situation what can happen is कि one plate can sink inside other plate, can subduct inside other plate, right. So for example this situation is happening in the region, यहाँ पर आपकी South American plate है, right, and here is the Nazca plate, this all minor plates. The major plate is Pacific plate. So this is subducting because of being dense, ये subduct हो रही है, and this has contributed to formation of Andes. ये मैंने आपको एक हिंट दे दिया है जो हम आगे आगे पढ़ने वाले हैं प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स के बारे में, that how it would help us in explaining the physical features around the world, right. ये इंपॉर्टेंट है कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट, नॉट फॉर द सेक ऑफ इट्स टॉपिक ओनली, रादर कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट का आइडिया आपके लिए समझना इसलिए ज़रूरी है ताकि आप प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स को समझ सकें, राइट. स्पेशली इन अ मेंस आंसर यू शुड शो दैट कि कॉन्टिनेंटल ड्रिफ्ट वाज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट डेवलपमेंट, राइट, बिकॉज इट एक्टेड एज अ प्रिल्यूड, ओके, इट एक्टेड एज अ इग्निशन फॉर द डेवलपमेंट ऑफ प्लेट टेक्टोनिक्स थ्योरी. ओके, सो विल मूव टू द क्वेश्चंस आंसर. So how many of the statements given above are correct? We can easily answer this. Only 2 statements are correct, right? We know this, that convection currents theory was not given by Alfred Wegener, right? It was an idea given by Arthur Holmes. So that statement is wrong. Okay, the next question is, with reference to the continental drift theory, consider the following statements. All the continents, whenever you're solving a prelims question, please pay attention to each and every word. All, right? They formed a single continental mass named as Panthalassa. Is it true? It was actually Pangaea. Okay, हमने पढ़ा था कि around 250 million years ago, there was a major, one single landmass, right? उसका नाम था Pangaea. And then the mega ocean that was called Pangaea, I think यहाँ पर exchange कर दिया गया, it was Panthalassa. So this is a very easy question. Okay, but ये information आपको basic पता होनी चाहिए, क्योंकि कभी कभी बहुत simple चीज़ें भी हम एग्जाम में गलती कर देते हैं, क्योंकि हमें थोड़ा सा confusion होता है, right? So Pangaea was the major single landmass, continental mass, and Panthalassa was the mega ocean. Pangaea broke into two large continental land masses, Laurasia and Gondwana land. This is true. अब यहाँ से मैं आपको एक हिंट दे रही हूँ. See, कभी कभी आपको ज़रूरी नहीं है कि सारी इन्फॉर्मेशन आपको पहले से पता हो, बट सीइंग द थर्ड स्टेटमेंट आप ये देख सकते थे कि Pangaea जो है इट ब्रोक डाउन इनटू टू लार्ज कॉन्टिनेंटल लैंड मासेस. ओके, मतलब Pangaea डेफिनेटली ओशन, मेगा ओशन तो नहीं हो सकता है, वो मेगा सिंगल कॉन्टिनेंटल लैंड मास ही रहा होगा, तभी तो वो दो लार्ज कॉन्टिनेंटल लैंड मासेस में ब्रेक हुआ, राइट? सो व्हाट वी कैन से कि ये दोनों स्टेटमेंट साथ में तो बिल्कुल भी सही नहीं हो सकते हैं. दिस इज अ हिंट, दिस इज एन एलिमिनेशन टेक्निक. ओके, सो व्हाट वी सॉ दैट नाउ, which statement is correct? Is it correct or not correct? Please pay attention to this. It is saying not correct. So we'll have 1 and 2. We know that 3 is correct, right? 1 is also incorrect, 2 is also incorrect. They're asking ki, which of the following statements are not correct. Coming to the third question. Now, what does it say that? Which of the following evidences they support the continental drift theory? I think it can be easily answered now. The shorelines of Africa and South America facing each other, they have a remarkable and unmistakable match. That was right. Yeah, that was one of the evidence जो वेगनर ने propose किया था, right? The glacial tellite, it provides evidence of drifting of the continents. हमने देखा कि extensive glacial tellite के evidences मिलते हैं in those regions जहाँ पर glacial conditions भी suitable नहीं थी. तो what could have been the possibility कि ये locations पहले कहीं southern polar areas के closely located होंगे. Okay, that would have supported the formation of tellite deposits. Next was the placer deposits of coal in the Ghana coast. They do not have a source rock in the region, right? हमने देखा था कि ये source region कहाँ पर है? This is in Brazil. So which of the following statements are correct? It is all of the above. Okay, now here we can see that there is showing a jigsaw fit, a remarkable fit is showing here. Okay. Similarly, we see this, right? Here are the placer deposits. And here are the source rock. And this is the placer deposits of gold. Here that as we have studied, हमने देखा था fossil evidences, right, of Glossopetrus हमने देखा, and we studied about Mesosaurus. Okay, so this completes our topic of continental drift theory. Now what you need to remember in this is some basic information that ये theory किसने दी थी, कब दी थी और इसका context क्या था. See, context आपके prelims के लिए इतना important नहीं होगा, but mains के answer में introduction लिखने के लिए it can be important. Right? If a question is about continental drift theory, so आप अपना introduction context से शुरू कर सकते हैं. Okay? Yes. And next what you need to know is कि उनके main propositions क्या थे. Right? What did he propose? He challenged the idea of permanency of the continents. उन्होंने बोला कि continents they have been slowly drifting apart. Okay? And then the evidences that he gave. So you should have a fair idea about किस type के evidences की उन्होंने बात की है. And then you should know about किस forces. What were the driving force? Okay, pole fleeing force we studied, tidal force we studied. Right, and that became the major point of its criticism, of its rejection of the theory. क्योंकि जो फोर्सेस उन्होंने सजेस्ट किए they were not sufficient, right? They were not that powerful to move the continental land masses, and that was the reason the theory was not accepted. Neither it was rejected because the essence of the theory, it became the basis for the further studies in this direction. And that eventually usse kya hua? Development of plate tectonics theory. Okay? So that theory itself was taken as the basis. This is an idea जो आप अपनी conclusion में लिख सकते हैं mains के answer में. So there's a question that has been asked in mains regarding continental drift theory. I would suggest you to attempt that question, okay, so that you have a clear idea कि what is the theory all about. इससे आपकी ना सिर्फ basic revision हो जाएगी, आपकी understanding improve होगी about the topic. And also do try to attempt the prelims previous year questions from the topic. And yes, if you have any doubt in this topic, please let me know and comment below. Okay. Thank you. Have a great day.